I'm a complete newbie to the world of digital marketing. I have been working as a freelance graphic designer since 2021 to gain some independence financially. A lot of people ask me if I do digital marketing as well. I have been told to learn on the go, but honestly, it feels like cheating. How can I take on a client if I have no idea what to do? One, props if that people are asking on you being able to doing freelancing, doing graphic design. So, and two, I think that's great that they're kind of asking you if you do digital marketing. It just means that there's a demand for it, which also means it's an opportunity for you to add another skill on top of your graphic design. I feel like the more skills you acquire, the more value you have. And if they are telling you to learn on the go, that means, at least in my head that I would interpret it, is that they are kind of willing to bet on you because there's trust on you already. And I could see that there's a sense of imposter syndrome because you don't know what you're doing. You're kind of like, oh shit, I'm being paid. And then they're also expecting this sort of skill set. So what I would do, considering that this is kind of an investment on their end, on your education on this, they're telling you to learn on the go. Maybe, okay, two thoughts on this. One, keep the same rate as a graphic designer, and then you kind of learn the stuff. You kind of like, you're being paid for this position in terms of like graphic designer, but you're doing the additional social media marketing side stuff and for free, for that sense of, if that feels good for you in terms of the integrity of it. You're primarily focusing on delivering the graphic design, but you're doing the social media stuff for free, so it's at no risk to them. And you got to disclaim that, like, I'm not sure what to do in social media, yada yada. Like what I'm doing, I'm new to this, but I know I can do this. I'll do my best here, and you gotta be honest with them on that. And or two, you charge just a little bit more, so that way they're also investing in your education to learn social media. That just means you use that money to take courses, to spend that extra 4 hours or 8 hours to take an online course, or you watch YouTube videos, or join a mastermind or whatever it is to learn about social media marketing, ads, everything, SEO. Those are my thoughts. I think that's great. You're able to serve your clients through your graphic design, and there's a demand here, and that they're kind of asking you to do it. And it's really up to you if you want to take on that additional work. Again, the more skills you have, the more valuable you are. And they're probably asking you because they trust you. They don't want to go to anyone else, because that just means they have to build that trust from the ground up again. Or if there's another option that that just came up to me, is like, if you really feel really uncomfortable about that, you can just partner with someone who already knows what they're doing. So it saves the time of you learning. You can focus on what you're doing and just partner with someone, and split profit, or give them a percentage of finder's fee for recommending a client to them. Partnering is definitely a good way to deliver a good result for the client without having you to spend all that time learning and educating yourself. And you can focus on what you're doing, but albeit the person who's experienced is probably gonna, say your package is this much and you partner with someone else, the package is gonna get a little bit more expensive. And if that works for the client, it's great. But you got to keep in mind rising cost when you partner with someone as well.
I would say read. Everything is there. If you want something, it's easier now because there are free online tools to learn a thing or two about digital marketing. You have an advantage, you have an edge, you're a graphic designer, so you know how to make things visually pleasing. So number two, you could use AI if you're not too capable of doing content. You could seek the help from AI. Number three, read, watch, and learn everything that you have to learn. It's all Google, man.